jingle bells, jingle all the way. I can't see, so don't let me drive the freaking sleigh. Hey!
Listen, man, listen, man. I know y'all enjoying y'all family. Everybody done came back home from Christmas. And I don't celebrate Christmas because we could be participating in a lot of demonic shit and not even know it. And this is what this video is about today. This video is about participating in shit that you probably had no idea of or where it originated from. And some of this shit gonna blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get right into it. Listen, man. Jingle bells. If you don't know where jingle bells come from, the song Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, you know how that shit go. Jingle bells was originated when they placed the bells on the necks of slaves. So if they ran or tried to escape the plantation, the bells will go off and it will alarm the slave masters. And this is where you get jingle bells from. Now just imagine our little innocent ass sitting in class in kindergarten. Oh, jingle bell, jingle bell, we don't know what the fuck going on. And we just singing this goddamn racist ass motherfucking goddamn song. We don't know. America will deceive you and have you participate in your own demise and you don't even know it. Okay? And it's crazy, man. Just like the ice cream truck song. That's a racist song. Niggas eat watermelon, ha 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 ha. Niggas eat watermelon, ha 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 ha. Go research it. This was done by his name was Henry Brown. The ice cream song, racist. When you go do your research on it, okay. Another thing is this, birthdays. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't celebrate your birthday, but the birthday song. The birthday song is ritual for aging or getting old. Anytime you light candles and you gather, see, gathering. You gotta know what the word gathering means. When you gather around in a circle, this is ritual, and you start to chant happy birthday to you over some candles, and you blow them candles out and you wish. This is rituals from the fallen angels, the same fallen angels that came down and taught women how to put on makeup and be promiscuous and taught us how to use weapons. This is in the book of Enoch. You know what I'm saying? Rituals. Another thing is knock on wood. Knock on wood is another ritual. You know what I'm saying? That people say all the time. Because back in them days, they believed that wood or trees carry spirits. And knocking on wood, you know, asking for whatever you asking for is a ritual. Again, do your own research. You'll see for yourself. Okay? Not only that, the reason why they stopped Florida Gators, the football team, from saying Gator Bait, because they literally used to use babies. I'm talking about infants. 1-year-old, 2-year-old. Some of them can't even crawl. They used them as gator bait. I'm from Florida. They did this shit in Louisiana, throughout the South, where they put them babies out there. Them babies start crying. It'll alarm the alligators. The alligators will come up, and then most time them babies tied with ropes. So when the gator, they pull that rope, pull that gator in, tie his face up, tie his snout up, and that's how they used to use children for gator bait. And that's why they start saying gator bait, or it's, you know, seen to be a racist thing to say, you know, with the Gators with football. Crazy, huh? Yeah, I know. And this is why I say I don't participate in a lot of things, because as I grow into knowledge, you know what I'm saying, you start to really realize how deceived we've been. You get what I'm saying? And this is why I say, man, you know, the more you know, the further you go. And America gonna deceive you on all, I'm talking about on every fucking, every corner, crevice. They're gonna deceive you, and this is how they continue to keep us as slaves. See, people think being a slave is just, I'm gonna tell you what the basic meaning for slave. Slave is just cheap labor. That's it. It just started with blacks, and then now slavery went from private to public. Now you could be any color and be a slave. I keep telling you, you think because you not in prison or you're not black or you're not a part of this group or that group, that you're not a slave. When you fall into the lower class, you are a slave. Slavery is just cheap labor. If I can get you to work and exchange your time for money, and you do this shit repeatedly from month to month, year to year, decade to decade, to the point where you get a fake 401k till you 70 years old. I just got 70 years of slavery out of you. And no matter what you do on American soil, you are a part of the United States of America. You are an employee of this company. I keep telling y'all, just because they give you a couple of dollars, that's the bait. That's the bait. It's no different than the bait with the kids. They was using the children to get the alligators. This is the bait to keep you getting up every motherfucking day to go to work for a boss you'll never meet or be friends with. And we do this shit without force. Well, they do it with force, just in other ways. Why do we got to have money to pay bills? The money is a tool to keep going to work. I keep telling y'all, this shit is a simple fix, bro. If you a real religious person with common sense, you would know ain't no God will put us all here equally for another group to outpower and govern and then capture and enslave another group. Slavery just went from physical to mental. You were at war for your mind. This is why you would do shit without knowing. You're going to do as told, because they teach us in school never to question nothing, just do as told. Same way with religion. We can't question religion. You can't go question your grandma. Who is this? Who is that? Them people look at you like you the devil, because they've been conditioned to do that. It'll blow your mind how they've used religion to conquer nations. Nations. Man, you out your rabbit ass mind if you think God put us here to live like this. You got to be stupid. You got to be ignorant. More so, you have to be deprived of the proper education to even accept some shit like that. How can a man put his clothes on just like you, have way more than you? When I say way more, I'm talking about Queen Elizabeth owned the whole Canada and more, and she dead, supposedly. That's what I mean by more. Just like Tupac said, when you get a certain amount of riches in America, it should cut off. What you gonna do with all these billions and billions of dollars? Why is it that in other countries you can make a good living because everything ain't so fucking high? I just did a video the other day about a young man that's in Thailand. The man said he paying $3 for water, $700 living in a high rise. People coming through to clean this place up. The cost of living is so cheap because they're not like America. America depletes your pockets. That's what keeps you a slave. You don't get it? If your household is bringing in $6,000 a month, hypothetically, if your household bringing in $7,000 a month, America's job is to get you to spend all 7,000 of the motherfucking dollars so that you have to keep working. You get what I'm saying? It's a simple fix. And this is why America the way it is. How many fucking times have you went to that mailbox and seen bills? Like, what the fuck, bro? You think God put you here? You think God put you here to pay motherfucking bills? That means there's a lack of education and understanding. And they use religion. They use, ways to keep your pockets depleted, to keep you stressed. They use food. They use education. They use the TV, the radio. They use music. They use you against you. And you don't even know it. Strategically. Systematically. Why I say common sense ain't so common. I've done videos to literally let you know something ain't right. How is it that 10% of the population controls and runs and governs and enslaves the other 90%? There's some inequality going on, and it has shit to do with color. You are part of that 90%. The fuck is you thinking? You a part of that 90%. And this is why I say, man, this year, man, we working on some shit. We just gonna have to start small. We have to get those people. And we're gonna do this shit in sectors. Those people that are aligned with having common sense on how this world really runs and is ready to free themselves from this matrix. We will have to populate and grow. And we're gonna do this in sectors. We're gonna do this in chapters. To the point when we come together, we reconstructing how this false ass narrative of a life is laid out in front of us from the time we born to the time we die. We changing that shit. Cause this is how we're gonna defeat, this is how we're gonna compete, and this is how we're gonna get out of our mental slavery. We have to change it up. Got to change it up. We have to have it where our women are respectable in a manner where we create an environment where when you step into this environment, all women are respected and all women are going to respect. Same as men. This is one thing I like about the Nation of Islam. The discipline that they have, I do love that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a culty person, because when you join some of these organizations, it's like if you don't do what they say do, you're an outcast. And that's just not my thing. But if we created an environment to where we can live godly, right, amongst a group of people, to where we're not a part of this fucked up world no more. We done got rid of the matrix. This ain't what we doing. So our women gonna be respectful, and they're going to respect our children. Gonna be respectful. There's things we're not gonna eat. There's things we're not gonna consume. We changing this whole way of living that they've handed that shit to us on a platter, knowing this shit gonna fuck us up and scramble our signal, and knowing we're gonna go around and fornicate, knowing we're gonna chase material things, and knowing we're gonna do all the opposite shit so that they could take advantage of us. We changing all that shit, and we could do that respectfully. This is why I say, if you got some friends and your homeboys, if you got 3 homeboys, your son should have 3 extra father figures. If you my friend, you my partner, and we come up together, your child become my child. And this is how it used to be until these motherfuckers came and they changed our signal. They scrambled our signal. I told you back in the days, everybody on that street took care of everybody on that street. You can get your ass whooped from anybody on that street, because we looked after our own back then. They changed that. It's power in numbers, and they know that. So if your son, if my homeboy just had a daughter, she just got another. That's my daughter too. And I know a lot of people gonna say, well, yeah, you're only saying it because you've been conditioned. That's it. But what if you are conditioned to love that child like it's yours, even though that's your partner's son or daughter? We could change the conditioning. You get what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to escape this mental slavery that they put you in. This mental slavery, and you in bondage, you don't even know it. It's like, this is how it has to be. When we eat together. How do you think these Jewish people continue to thrive the way they do? Like, you don't understand that? You don't see that shit? They set out to do what they're doing. They've created an environment to where they don't participate in the matrix. And they do this shit by design. Them motherfuckers know at the end of the day, they children don't go to the same school our children go to. You can't say nothing bad about them without having to apologize and all this other shit. Like, they living in the same world as us. Why do black people act the way they act? Why do children act the way they act? Why do people act the way they act? Because they've been conditioned from the top down. That's it. Has nothing to do with God. God looking at all us saying, nigga, I gave you common sense for a reason. You gonna let these motherfuckers trick you? You mean tell me we gotta go to the bank and give our money to the bank so that the bank can loan our money out and make money off our money? Shit crazy. And when you try to get a bank or try to do something similar to that, as far as a physical bank, not like through insurance and that, but a physical. Oh no, there's all kind of laws and rules. And no, you can't do that. And no, you can't do that. Man, fuck that shit, nigga. God put us all here for our own free motherfucking will. But we let these people police us. We let them tell us we got to go to the hospital. We let them lay these laws that protects them, not us. And that's the spell that I'm talking about. That's the voodoo that they use that I'm talking about. And I'm going to give you one example and I'm going to let y'all go. When I said earlier, like I say, these people done scared you so much when it comes to voodoo and you know, like I say, when black folks hear anything, when I speak about African deities, gods, black people cringe to that shit, man. That just shows you how powerful colonialism is, how powerful brainwashing is, to the point you would disown your own original, organic character for another man's ideology. But I'm going to say this, I'm going to let y'all go, and I always use this as an example. This is how they use voodoo and spiritual shit on us. Uniforms. The word uniform means unify or unity. So when people, or a group of people is wearing the same uniform, that means they're on the same mission as a community. You're right. So if somebody go in the mall and steal out the Gucci store, you're gonna have officers that's in uniform chase these people, right, down to their car. And let's say, God forbid, one of them people turn around and boom to the officer. Now the officer gone. He out of here. He just risked his life for some material shit that has insurance on it, that is owned by some motherfucker somewhere in Italy at home in front of the fireplace eating cheese and crackers while you done lost your life. That's a spell. If you think about it, that's the most crazy shit in the world. Why are you protecting someone's shit while they home doing nothing? You done lost your life behind this shit. And all they're gonna do is put the claim in for more than what got stolen and make something off the shit. And they're gonna replace you Monday morning. Their doors are going to open. This is a demonic lifestyle that we've all been a part of and don't even know it. Who does that? Ain't nobody sending you no flowers. You trying to protect some shit that ain't even yours. That's the fucking spell. Don't you get it? That is the spell. Think about it. Fuck, oh, I need a job. You don't need a fucking job. They told you need a job. If you look at their whole construct of how we work, it is by design that you go to work, because money is a tool. They took away the barter system where you cut my grass, I cut your hair. No, they stuck $1 between the transaction. Now we use fake paper money for services and goods. Now they control these transactions. They print money, bro. This shit ain't fall out the sky. And they got all these Egyptian symbols on the money, and they talking about in God we trust. Why everything gotta be God, God, God? If God is okay with us working for another group of people, busting our ass for some fake money to buy some shit that God put here for free for all us to have, either something wrong with you or something wrong with God. Stop letting these people fool you, man. Use your fucking common sense. God will never put you in a position where you got to work for another motherfucker to earn some fake money to buy shit that God put here for all of us for free. It's just a group of people on this planet that fooled the hell out of all of us and got us thinking that, oh, we got to do this or else. And then they got the military, not for no other countries, but for us, in case we jump out of line. Come on, bro. This shit all about control. And moving forward, once AI fully developed, which none of us could beat a fucking robot, and they taking your consciousness out of your avatar and putting it in a robot, game over. If you think about it, these people ain't even thinking about God, because they are reconstructing the way that we are living on earth. They're trying to do God's work. They're trying to do God's job. And if we continue this way, and you continue thinking somebody gonna fall out of the sky, gonna save you, and all this other shit, God gave us all everything we need to fight these motherfuckers. But the problem is, they got us here. And everything below is gonna surrender. What I told y'all the most expensive thing in the world is ignorance. Because you're gonna pay for it physically, emotionally, definitely financially. Listen, man, it's your boy Papa Duck. I did not want to make this video this long. Please put your comments on the bottom of this video. We're here to learn from each other. This is a community, and we have to understand what's more important, because our children are going to suffer. They're going to fall right into the same traps that we have. So now that we know what is going on, we should be able to better prepare them. Okay? I love all. And like I said, when I pray to the Most High and I pray to the ancestors, I just pray to be used as a vessel to do whatever job I'm here to do. I don't care nothing about nothing else. All right? Like I say, man, y'all be great. And like I tell y'all all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I'll get with y'all on the next video. Peace.